What's going on, guys? TK here with something different. A StarCraft 1 campaign map making tutorial, man. So I said in my two previous videos that I was gonna like guide you guys how to make a very easy, basic, campaign for StarCraft 1. And yeah, it's actually not that hard, guys. So first of all, in order to open this basic StarCraft campaign editor, you have to when you first click StarCraft 1, you'll see single player on the top left, multiplayer just below that, exit over here, and then over here on the top right you'll see the campaign editor. You can click that there and it'll bring you to this. This is where we start off. And hold on a second, let me start music a little. Anyway, so okay, that music's working. So once we have here the default, we'll get this default setting here. As for this tutorial, I'm not gonna go over like terraining, like how to make your own terrains, because that's, you have to like just experiment with that and whatnot. And yeah, so that means I'm not gonna go over doodads or anything, but the core aspect of this video is that first I'm gonna tell you how to make how to make units, buildings and whatnot, and then I'm gonna go how to like set unit HP and upgrades and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the tutorial for this video. I'm gonna make more like once I get into triggers, but for this video I'm gonna just do very basic simple stuff, how to place units and whatnot and modify units. So when we start, we have, if you look at your left tab, you'll see all these. This is the default setting here. You start with player 1 up to player 8, and it starts with Terran, and then it loops into Zerg, Protoss, and then repeat Terran, Zerg, Protoss, Terran, Zerg, Protoss, blah blah blah, like that. So first of all, as you can see in these subcategories, there's ground units, air units, hero special, buildings, add-on, blah 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 for Terran. And then if you look through Zerg, you'll see the same thing, except that for the Zerg, they don't have add-ons, because Zerg buildings don't have add-ons and whatnot, and special buildings and all that. And same here, it has all that. Only Terran has add-ons. So if you click here, you'll see the Terran units, ground units of the race. So you can click that and just place units like you want to do, like this. So like, let's say like you want to place, like if you want to start a simple micro mission, you'll place, like, let's say you're the Terran Dominion or something. You have you want to start with basic marine group or something like that. You can add a medic if you want. If you add medic, it'll make the map into SCX, like you see it over here. But anyway, so far we don't have any Brood War units, so it's the regular default SCM version. So yeah, and then we'll have like some fire bats, and yeah, right here this is like a basic unit setting composition. And then in order to modify units, so let's say you want to place before that, let's say you want to place a hero unit that's teal, but look, we have a problem. Teal is set to Protoss. So in order to fix this, we have to go to over here, player, and right now I clicked it, but in my recording program it doesn't show. So I'm gonna make this appear in a sec. Hold on, guys, hold on. Let's see, screen capture, and yeah, there you go. And then once you click player settings, so okay, so let's see. You click player here, and then there's gonna be some list here. You go to settings, and it'll show this box right here, guys. And from here, right now, this is the default setting here. If you want to change teal to Terran, you just press this, man. That's very simple, very simple. And then, if you see, so this, if you want to change race, you just go here. You can't change color, by the way, but I mean, you can if you use an advanced editor, but the normal default editor, you can't change colors. You have to stick with whatever the color the player is corresponding to. But you can change race here, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about user selectable like in a later video or something. But for now, we're gonna right now. Originally, we had Protoss like this for teal. We're gonna change to Terran, and then on the side you see the control. That means human player. We want to change this to rescuable. What this means is that if a human player is next to a rescuable unit, then that rescuable unit becomes yours. So this is how you make heroes, man. So let's say right. Let's get back to our original case. So we have a Terran Dominion here. We want to place like a hero unit. Let's say like Grey Montag or something. Done, man. That's how it is, man. Now you can see that this is Teal Terran, not Protoss anymore. And that's how you do it, man. And then if you want to modify, like let's say, oh, I don't want Grey Montag, I want this Grey Montag to be someone else. Then you click scenario, and then okay, as always in this recording program, it won't show this like list down here, but if you do it yourself, it'll show like all these kind of stuff like force, sound, trigger, mission briefing, unit and hero setting, upgrade settings, special ability settings, and properties. You want to go to the unit and hero settings. So like right here, then it'll show this window, and from here you go to the same hero tab here. You click Grey Montag here. Is it working? Yes. And now over here, now we uncheck this box. Use defaults with Grey Montag. We don't want to, because we want to alter Grey Montag to someone else. We do that, and then now we can change hit points, armor, damage, like damage per upgrade and whatnot. And as for this is completely worthless, guys, for heroes, unless it's a mechanical hero. I'll get to this in a real soon, guys. But anyway, this doesn't matter for like most of the heroes. What we want is over here. So let's say Grey Montag, we want to have this guy like 250 HP, man, and we want to have him a slightly less armor than the original, like 2. And then we want to do it. So, and then here's one thing for here, guys. Firebats, like, kind of, it's like Zealots, like, right now it says 16 damage, but in game it actually does 32 damage. So right here, if you want Grey Montag to do 20 damage in game, you have to set it to 10, like so. And this applies to the extra damage as well. So right in game, like in setting right now, it shows 1, but in game it will do, if you upgrade him once for weapons, it will do 2 damage per upgrade. So let's say if you make this like into like 3, in game it will do 9, it will do 6 damage per upgrade. So right now, if we leave it like this, this new guy, okay, we're gonna name him too. You guys can name him, I don't know, Badass. Okay, and then like if we press OK, now this guy's gonna have a name Badass, as you can see below here. And he's got, if we like save this and like play it, he's gonna have 250 HP, 2 armor, 20 damage, because 10 times 2, and did we change this to 4? Okay, well let's check. Okay, 4, and 4 times 8, so 8 damage per upgrade. This is what Badass is doing. Okay, and then let's say you guys like did your terrain and whatnot, and you're ready to like let's save, man. But it's gonna show this weird box. Okay, let me show you guys. It's gonna show this box like over here, guys. Place a starting location for player 1 and player 3. What this means is that in order to save games, you need a start location for every like units that you place, man, and like corresponding color units that you place. So in our case, we're gonna need a start location for us. And what basically this does is like, once the game starts, we're gonna have our camera like in this starting location here. And of course, if you press again, it's gonna only show player 3. So that we have to do the same thing for player 3, even though this guy's not a human player. So this can be anywhere, whatever, like there. Doesn't matter, because Teal's not gonna do anything. He's just there to show that he's a hero unit, okay? And now we can save, man, and then it'll show this box now, which is, let me show again. It's gonna show this box, okay? And now it's gonna, once, if you add medics or like some kind of a trigger, like a different trigger, then it's gonna say this scenario cannot be played with these versions of StarCraft and whatnot. But right now we're having a very basic setup here, so that means that this map that I'm gonna save can be played with any version of StarCraft. But before that, I'm gonna go back into the hero again. So let's say instead of red, instead of playing as the Terran Dominion, you wanna play as the Alpha Squadron, or let's say UED. Yeah, UED sounds better, man. Then we're gonna place white. Thankfully, you know, white is already set to Terran. What's set here? And we want to make these guys. We want to make these guys into like. We want to like say. Look, let's remove their hero. We want to make the Dominion as enemies to us. So what we have to do is we gotta go back to player, go to settings. We'll get this tab again, and instead of human, we're gonna change to computer. That means, and Terran as human, we're gonna be white this time. What this means is that once we load up the game, once we save and load this map, we're gonna be fighting these red Terrans because they're computers. And yeah, now since we're the UED, we're gonna like set up some, you know, like Marine medics, because you know we're freaking badass. And instead of if you want to make a mechanical hero unit, we can go back to the same, you know, same setting here. Go to like scenario, click unit at hero settings. It'll show this window. Go over here. Let's say Alexei Stukov, man. But instead of no, actually, I said mechanical, right? Let's say Alan Scherzer, man, for example. And you know, in the earlier I said like for every other heroes other than mechanical units, this over here, this right build cost doesn't matter. It matters for mechanical heroes like Alan Scherzer or Jim Raynor Vulture or Tom Kazansky, Magellan, etc. Because this actually alters the time that SCV repairs that mechanical hero unit and the cost as well. So let's say this is the default setting for Alan Scherzer. You want to say you know, this hero has 200 HP, 2 armor, does 15 damage and 20 damage. This is again 20 times 2 for, yeah, but it shows over here max hits 2, which means this, we're gonna, if we set this to 15, this guy will do 30 damage now, you know, plus like, you know, plus 2 damage for upgrading, etc. And then it's gonna, what this 80 seconds mean, this is in seconds by the way, what this 80 means is that it's gonna take, let's say okay, let's rename this UED hero. Let's say this UED hero has 1 HP out of 200. If you want this hero to be fully like repaired, it's gonna take this long for it to reach 200 HP. But we can also alter that. Let's say we can make it into 10 seconds, and it's gonna cost like only 1 mineral and 0 gas. Yeah, man, it's, well, hold on a second, guys, hold on. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had a phone call just now. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so if you set to 1 mineral and 0, I mean, let's make UED hero free to repair. Then when this hero is damaged, the SCV can just repair him under 10 seconds with no cost regarding minerals and gas. Set that to okay. And we want the hero to be like teal, like so, since it's rescuable, like I showed earlier. And voila, man! And before we save, there's another thing. Like if you want to be more technical, you go here. If you click scenario, there's like on the very top, it's gonna show forces. Okay, and here's the thing. You can't. Yeah. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay, and then this is gonna pop out. So since we're playing as White Terran, we want to move all the other non-player like into some other force, like, you know, like preferably force 4, like where we would want to, like, you know, use. And yeah, like this. So since we're gonna have only red and white and teal in this case, we're gonna say since we're playing as the White Terran human, that's us. We're gonna say like what, UED strike team, whatever. And if you say okay here, this, and then if you save this, this is gonna pop up. Move players with computer and human control into separate forces. What this means is that if you click forces again, you can't have a computer and a human player on the same force unless you're using a different editor, an advanced editor. But this is for the original normal map editor. This is the limitation here. So you can't have a computer in the same force as you, so you have to move him to somewhere else, which we want to, because we want to name this computer as something else, like let's say Terran Dominion, and boom, and done. And as for the rescuable, you can like put that anywhere. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter because he's not gonna show up in the force at the end of the game scene. You know, I'll show you guys real soon. Okay. Okay, we're gonna save now. It's gonna work. And as you can see from this time, it says there's a compatibility warning. Actually, let me redo this. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're gonna remove this. Okay, we're gonna remove this. I'm gonna screen capture this. Okay, now it says compatibility warning. So this means since we placed 2 medics, now this map that I'm gonna save real soon is only playable by brute war. And hence, if you see over here, this SCM is gonna turn into SCX, which means this map can only be played in brute war. We're gonna do that, and then it's gonna show this. Hold on a sec. Okay, I gotta do another screen capture. It's gonna show this, and then yeah, this is the Dark Cold, that the campaign that I'm currently showcasing right now. You can save it somewhere, I don't know. I usually save my map called like my maps here. This is all my maps, all my stuff. You can see my KCS campaign, Impending Doom campaign that I'm currently making, Balkans Bad Times, you know, co-op even slivers that I'm currently thinking of with my friends that I'm modifying. Extra sound, that's something else. I'm gonna tell maybe in the future video. Reference for map making, random mission project, and so forth. And these are my miscellaneous maps. And you guys can kind of figure out which I uploaded already, specifically this one. But we're gonna call this SC1. Let's say tutorial, man. Tutorial. I'm gonna save it. And now it's SCX, which means, as I said again, this is it's gonna be a brute war map. So now we're gonna let's say, before that, I wanna make DK. I feel like the Terran Dominion is gonna kick our UED ass. Let's upgrade them. Alright, sure thing, man. Let's click scenario. This time go to right below unit and hero settings. There's an upgrade setting here. Click that. No, actually, this is not it. It's actually player the settings. Yeah, my bad, guys. Man, woo, getting over energetic here. But anyways, if you click here, so I'll show again. Player settings, at the same tab as how we changed our race and whatnot. But instead of properties, we go to upgrades, man, and it shows all these upgrades, Terran upgrades and whatnot. Let's say we want to max out. We're gonna click infantry armor. We're player 7, white. We're gonna click here. We're gonna uncheck this, and we're gonna set this. We're gonna put ourselves 3. And the reason why we're not putting 3 over here is because if you set this to 3, this is gonna set every player to have 3 armor, including the Terran Dominion player 1. So we don't want that, man. So we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna click this. We're gonna uncheck this. We're gonna make ourselves 3 here. So now, and same with our infantry weapons. Let's do the same thing. And our shield doesn't need our hero doesn't need any upgrades, man. And this is the range upgrade. We can do that. We'll be lenient and have all players have Marine range, which means Red's gonna have it too. And if you want, I mean, since we already have medics, we're gonna like just roll over the turn Dominion. So let's like be like more lenient, more generous, and give them like what, one armor and I don't know, 1 damage, two points of damage. So yeah, man. And so what basically this is doing is that our bionic units like Marines and medics it's gonna be 3/3 upgraded. While the Terran Dominion, the red guys, are gonna have 2 upgrades in weapons and 1 upgrade in armor. As long as, of course, we both have the range upgrade because we did the default setting for all players. And before we click OK, someone's gonna ask, "Oh, what about STEM research, man?" Sure thing, man. That's under the special abilities tab, and right here it shows here. And again, if we click research here, it's gonna make the red have STEM too, but we don't want to do that. Then we go click here to our corresponding player, click this, unclick this, uncheck this I mean, and then click research. And now if we press OK, this is gonna make us have STEM as well. And we'll put an SCV just to show you guys that this Unity hero is free to upgrade. And before we save, I'm gonna go to the scenario and I'm gonna remove some triggers because the default setting is that default anything is like we're gonna automatically lose if we don't have buildings. So I just removed that condition and now we're just gonna save. Save complete tutorial. And now I'm gonna exit this out. I'm gonna start up my StarCraft 1 and show you guys if it actually worked. So it's gotta be black for a bit. Okay, let me launch my StarCraft 1, man. Okay. Alright, this is coming soon, guys. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Go to single player, and yeah, this is what I was talking about right here. If you click this, it'll direct you to the campaign editor, the normal map editor. And we saved our map at my maps, and right here tutorial. And I'm gonna talk about this in the future video maybe. So far, and even how to change maps. But yeah, right now this video is focusing on unit alteration and whatnot. Okay, and then of course, since here's the thing for you, if you're a true beginner, always want to have your map set to use map settings, because this is for campaign. This is like directly altering the map that uses triggers too. So, and these other two are like just basically just, you know, map like a non-triggered, you know, functioning game type. Yeah. So bottom line is you want to set this to use map settings when you're making your own campaign. So let's start. And yeah, once we start, and then I'm gonna also talk about how to do this, but that's for another time. And when we start, we have this. Okay, so and then you're wondering, okay, we're 3/3 upgraded, they're 1/2 upgraded, we have STEM too. And then if you wonder, oh DK, how come, you know, these guys are not red and we're not white? Here's the thing, man. This is I did this on purpose. Now if we restart this mission, we're gonna be a different color. See? Oh, and by the way, all right, let's redo that. This time we're white, but look how fast this hero is getting repaired, man. 10 seconds, man. 10 seconds. No mineral gas cost, because that's how I said it. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go back to the thing. So the reason why we're not colored like that is because okay, hold on. It's because in the Force, that I showed you guys how to save and whatnot. Okay, there you go. No, not this. Okay. Alright, there you go. Man, it's loaded kind of slow. So in the force, like if you go to scenario and if you click force, you see this tab again. Gotta be careful. If you don't want to have random colors, you want to uncheck this random start location for every force. That's just make it a habit, man. What this basically means is that if you have this random start location checked, it's gonna put any color. It's gonna like we're gonna be in the same location, like on the very top left, but it's gonna just alter color for like everyone here. So that's why we want to uncheck everything. As for this allies, ally victory, sure vision, that's if you're playing with other human players, if you want them to be allies, you can have these, but otherwise you don't need to. But as for computers, they don't need this. It doesn't matter if it has it on. And then for empty force, it doesn't really matter as long as this is unchecked, man. Just make it a habit, yeah. And for these three too, I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. But the important thing is that if you want to retain our color as how we made the map, just uncheck the random start location. Now we're gonna press OK, and now we're gonna save again. Oh, and I can't save because I have my StarCraft running right now, so I'm gonna close that. And then I'm gonna close the StarCraft right now, and then I'm gonna save again. Now it's saved, and there's a bug here somehow. And now we're gonna go back to StarCraft and see if it worked. Voila, we're UED, man, we're white. Oh, Hero died. And yeah, that's basically it, man. It's pretty easy, man. I mean, if you keep restarting, we'll keep having this color, man. Yep, that's it, guys. Very simple, isn't it? Well, I think, yeah, that should be it for this one, man. I mean, it's very simple, but there's a lot to cover for very basic map making skills for your own campaign, but this is gonna be it, man. This was how to alter units, how to manage your upgrades, like research abilities, and how to make your own heroes, whatnot, man. Anyway, yep. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna